Hey guys, what's up? This is Good Trip, Bad Trip. Good Trip, Bad Trip, Sore Throat Edition. Why are you doing this, Andre? If it hurts you to speak, just shut up. Go home, lie down, have a cup of tea. No. I have to say it. I have to say it today. And what I wanted to say was previously, for the last 10 years, I know, close to 10 years, I've not spent the whole winter in Moscow. Every time spring came, every time, it started to get a little warmer, the sky started to get a little bluer. I was really sarcastic and, laughing to myself about this barrage of social media posts, tweets, all that stuff about how beautiful spring in Moscow is, how the smell and the sky and the leaves are starting to show on the trees, and all this pink sunglasses kind of vision of the city, which is not really habitable at this point still, and yeah, it's not habitable in winter, which is most of the time, and it's a little bit more habitable in spring and summer. So basically, I was telling to a friend the other day that it's really funny how things have changed this time around, because this time, for the first time in a long time, in like 10 years probably, I spent most of the winter in Moscow. I hope I will never have to spend the whole winter here, but even having spent most of the winter here, starting from late December, I was here. And for those of you who haven't been to Moscow, or who weren't in Moscow in this specific winter, it was a really shitty winter. Again, I don't really have a good point of comparison, because I've not spent a lot of full winters here, but this one is really shitty. And the thing is that when you go through all this shittiness, all this gray is the worst thing probably. Gray the sky is all the time. And the weather, of course, and the ups and downs, and the thaws, and then everything freezing over, the icicles falling from buildings, it's slippery as hell. And so it's all really comparative. And right now, having survived the winter here, I must say that I myself do feel a little elated about this spring, about this warm weather, about the fact that you don't have to put on everything you own just to stay alive. And feels like people are friendlier, everyone's smiling a little more. So yeah, if you want to really love spring in Moscow, you have to spend the winter here. You have to spend the whole winter here. It's basically the same as if you want the water in the swimming pool to seem warm, you go ahead and take a 20-second cold shower before that, and then you're good to go, and then you're warm. So if you want to love spring in Moscow, you have to really spend summer here. You have to spend winter here, because if you spend your winter in fucking Hawaii or New Zealand or some other gorgeously beautiful place, then you come to Moscow and you're come to Moscow in spring, like April, it's nothing much. But if you spend December and January and February here, then April here is fucking kick-ass. It's Good Trip, Bad Trip. Peace out.